Far East has been a priority for the Russian government for a number of years, and they've provided a number of incentives for businesses to be developed in a very large region of the Russian Federation that is not very populated. I think this will continue for, again, the geographic reasons and this part of Russia being closer to China. There is potentially a greater interest from Chinese companies to operate in this region. I think together, clearly the likelihood to successfully develop this region will increase. And a number of things are happening, and discussion are ongoing for expansion of Chinese companies in the region. We want to help our clients in Russia to reach this huge market represented by China. Far East, not Far East, I think the point is that we have a presence as a financial group that covers the entire country. That is a very large territory, but we are in the Far East, and we will help and support small and medium-sized companies that want to export towards China, or Chinese companies that want to establish a presence in the region. The central bank prepared this special link to do FX directly, renminbi, ruble, ruble, renminbi, to help certain contract to be in local currency. And otherwise, you have a bank such as VTB that is always prepared to, from our bank in China, to take renminbi, do the FX, provide the rubles, and vice versa in Russia. I think the dollar will remain an important currency for trade. It's the reserve currency of the world, so it will stay an important instrument for international trade. However, the portion of total trade using dollar will decrease. If I'm not mistaken, over 95% of the trade of Russia was done in US dollars. Today, if I'm not mistaken, it's around 45%. And this happened in the last 3-4 years. So there are no plans to bring the US dollar to zero. There are certain industries that use the dollar, like in oil and gas. But it is true that in the recent past, trading in dollars has has created some concerns. And so slowly certain countries have tried to move away from just one option. Russia already moved to use the renminbi as a reserve currency. I think it's known that, again, the exposure of the reserves of the Central Bank of Russia were overly geared toward the US dollar. This has been reduced in exchange of some other instruments such as gold or renminbi. So if the central bank used the currency as reserve, I think slowly it's fair to say that the country will be one of the first supporters of the renminbi when it becomes a fully fledged traded currency. And as it is, I think the plan in China to have the renminbi become a stable reserve currency.